advantage in that fight, in my opinion. You don't want too many fights like that in your career. He was tore up. So I don't think Spence should fight him again, because Spence can make money by going up, blaming it on the weight, stay far away from him. Sort of like Diego Corrales and Floyd Mayweather. Stay far away from him, and you can pursue a career fighting other guys that stand right in front of you and that are better suited for your style. But fighting Bud again is career suicide, unless they don't want any more fights after that, you know. But even if you're just trying to get a payday before you leave, you can pick easier targets than a guy that you clearly know can beat the shit out you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's a smart fight to even pursue a rematch from Spence's point of view. But I think that would be the easiest money out there. So why wouldn't he go for the rematch? I think that's, out of the three that you named, that's the best option for Bud. You're gonna make money, some money, not the same money they would have made, but you're gonna make some money, and he know he's not at any risk. As far as Boots and Charlo are concerned, same thing. If you're trying to make money at this stage in your career, later in your career, you go with the Charlo fight, even if you have to wait and fight a couple of tune-ups in between. But if there's one guy, and that's the one guy I would name, that can beat Bud Crawford and that can give him a fight, who can defend from southpaw and conventional better, and is just as dangerous, if not more dangerous and creative offensively, and just as big as Spence or bigger, is Boots. So I know they don't want to hear that. Nobody want to hear that. But if I was Bud, I'd stay away from Boots at this stage in my career.
Crawford fans don't even want to entertain it.
Yeah.
In the sense, they like, oh, well, he beat Spence, so, oh no, he'll stomp Boots, he'll wash Boots. But not understanding styles do make fights, and stylistically, it's two completely different fights.
Two different type of guys too. Spence is like I said, Spence has been getting hit for a while, and nobody's paid attention to it. But when you're a southpaw getting hit by straight right hands come fewer, further between than the jab does. So when you watch Mikey Garcia fight, Mikey Garcia could find a home for his right hand all night. Kell Brook was finding a home for his right hand all night. You know what I mean? So Danny Garcia almost knocked his head off. So those are guys who couldn't hurt Spence or accumulate enough punishment to get him out of here. So what Bud did was, because Bud was in the southpaw position and stance, and he has a good jab from that stance. But that's not going to happen with Boots. There's not saying that Bud can't beat Boots at all. It'll be a good fight. But I will say that everything that Bud brings to the table, Boots brings to the table. And I think as far as switch hitting is concerned, people try to compare them to each other, but they're different in the way that they switch hit. Whereas Bud usually does it to stretch the fight, to save himself when he's in trouble. Boots just does it like instinctively. And when he does it, he's just as, if not more effective out of both. I think Bud is more effective as a southpaw. Spence, it doesn't matter. I mean, not Spence, Boots, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what stance he's in. He's just as good defensively, knows what to do, and has the ability to stand right in front of you and take your punches away from you. Whereas you saw that Bud adjusted and was able to do that with Spence. Spence couldn't do that with Bud, though. Yeah, but I would fight Charlo if I was Bud. I think that's another guy who's a weight bully, who will stand in front of you and fight you. And Bud, being Bud, I think if Bud can get his hands on anybody, he can hurt him. If you don't have true defense, he can hurt you. Anywhere up to 160, I think he can hurt you. So that's where I would go. I wouldn't bother with Boots at this stage in my career. Maybe 2 years from now, something like that, when it's a money fight and you know this is it. But I wouldn't do it now, because there's a lot more money on the table that he can get by staying away from Boots. You know what I mean? It makes more that way.